Hi everyone, it's Noushin and welcome back. Today I'm going to review a foundation and give you my own personal opinion about it. It is a Maybelline Dream Matte Mousse Foundation and mine is in color 30 Sand. Okay, I'm just going to read a little bit more and see exactly what it says. Maybelline Dream Matte Mousse Foundation, SPF of 15, matte perfection foundation, lightweight feel, and as I said, mine is number 30 in Sand. Right, I'm gonna show you my hands, obviously without the foundation, and then I'm gonna apply some on my left hand and let you have a look. So it is mousse, that's what they say, and that's the color 30 Sand. Okay, I'm going to put it in the back of my hand. It feels very light. It actually does feel whipped and very creamy. Goes on really nice. Anyway, let's just see. I'll show you the difference. So obviously this is the hand width. So it's got quite a good coverage. Yes. One last look. Okay, I'll tell you about it now. So it says it's a matte finish. I absolutely do agree. It is a matte finish, and for me, even 6 to 8 hours later, it has stayed matte. This is not a first impression. I have worn this Maybelline Mousse foundation few days, so I can tell you my kind of true opinion rather than just the first impression. So yes, in my opinion, it did stay matte. Now, the first day I wore it on its own because that's what I told you I will do. I wore it on its own, just on top of my AM skincare. Now, I found it very, very dry. It went patchy, and I found it really quite difficult to blend. And I think that probably mainly is because of my skin at the moment. I am using Retin-A. I do have dry patches. I am getting some flaking and peeling. So the first day I wore it, without any primer, to be honest, it was quite a disaster. So I made an exception for this one, and I wore my L'Oreal Lumi Magique primers under it for the following few days. Actually, by the way, I am wearing it. It is on my face today. And I am wearing it with the Lumi Magique primer, L'Oreal. So I do have that under it, because I find for me, without a primer, it just looks so dry. It doesn't look cakey, it just looks so dry and so difficult to spread and so difficult to blend. Anyway, so second day, obviously I decided I'm gonna wear it with a primer, which I did. Another disaster. I went to apply it with my beauty blender and it was terrible. Although it was obviously a wet beauty blender, well, damp beauty blender. How can I say it? It went all crackling, I would say. Number one, it stuck to the beauty blender. And as I was trying to apply it and dab it on, it was just sticking to the beauty blender rather than going on my face. So that was the second day, disaster again. Third day, I wore my primer and I put it on with my fingers. A lot better, more successful application. I still found it difficult to kind of blend. To me, it's not a kind of a foundation that you can go in for a quick application. It takes time to blend it in, but it did blend. I did stay matte almost all day. It did not emphasize my pores. It didn't really settle in to my fine lines. You know, about 5 or 6 in the afternoon, after I'd had it on for a few hours, a good few hours at work, it was settling in kind of round my crease here, round my nose, and it was settling in on this crease here on my chin. But overall, it looked matte and it looked quite nice. Then the fourth day, again, I wore it with a primer, but this time I applied it with the brush, which was quite good as well. But then I feel that the best way to apply this foundation for me is apply it with my fingers first and then go in with the brush and just blend it in and push it in with the brush. That's, in my opinion, for me was the best way to do it. Now, let me read what they say, what they claim, and I tell you what I think and whether I agree with it or not. Okay, so let's see. Right, it comes in 12 shades. Mine is 30 sand. It's not a full ounce. I think it's 28. No, it's 24 mils. So it's not a full ounce, it's 24. This is what they say, the Maybelline. Whipped formula that provides perfect matte coverage with a weightless feel. Blends effortlessly for an even tone finish. Okay, whipped formula, yes. Provides a perfect matte coverage. It is a matte coverage. I wouldn't call it perfect, but once I learned how to apply it, obviously put a primer on first, apply it with my fingers, and then go in with my brush, and I use the Real Technique foundation brush. Go over it. Yes, it blended really well and it did stay put, but I think it's because it's quite matte, matte finish. And with a weightless feel, yes, really with a weightless feel. I mean, you feel like you've got a primer on. That's what it feels to me. I don't feel like I've got a foundation on. Blends effortlessly for an even tone finish. It is even tone once you get there, but to me it's not effortless. For me to apply it and blend it takes time and takes a bit of effort. My opinion, of course, but definitely that's how I found it. Now, with the first layer, and this is just one layer, by the way, that I've got on. With the first layer, you do get medium coverage right away, so it's quite a good coverage. For something that feels very breathable and very lightweight, you get quite a good coverage. What I'm wearing now is only one layer because I'm actually going out, so I've got ready to go out. But I have worn it kind of couple of layers, and then you get a good solid medium coverage. I don't think it's heavy, but you get a good medium. But this is just one layer and I'm really happy with it. I think it covers, you know, I'm usually, my natural skin, I'm really red round my nose and I've got a bit of a red patch there. I've got some brown patches on my cheeks, and to me this covers them quite well. You can still see it, which is fine because I don't want full coverage anyway, but I think it's a good coverage in my opinion. So I'm just saying here, just my notes, that I apply it with my fingers, then I go in with the Real Technique foundation brush, and that's how I find it the best, which I've already said. Extremely lightweight, yes. A good medium coverage, yes. Stays matte, yes. One layer is more than enough for me. However, if you wanted, you can build it up a little bit more. Very natural, hard to blend. I've told you it's not a quick application. And couple of other things. I don't wear powders over my foundation or CC cream or BB cream anyway, but I don't think this is a foundation that you would want to wear powders. It's a very matte finish. I would say if you've got a normal skin combination or even an oily skin, this will be very good for you. But if you've got a dry skin, to me, this is not the foundation for you, because it is really quite matte, and I think it can look dry and patchy if you've got a dry skin to begin with. It's a nice foundation. What I like about it is that it didn't go oily, it didn't go greasy, stayed on really well for hours. So if I was going, like, let's say to a garden party or to a wedding or somewhere that I knew I had to have a foundation on for a good 6 to 10 hours, this would be the foundation that I would be very happy wearing. But if I wanted something just quick to throw on and not worry about applying it and not worrying about how good the finish is, if I'm just doing it quick, this won't be it. This takes time. Okay, so that is my review of this foundation. I hope you found it useful. I just wanted to let you know my eyeshadow and the mascara I'm wearing today. I don't know how it's coming across on the camera, but it looks really nice in real life. So I tell you what I'm wearing. The eyeshadow is, let me open it. It's Rimmel. It's the Rimmel Quad Glam Eyes number 19 Sun Safari. And I have used all the colors except the light one. So this is what I've got on my lid. Okay. Well, on my eyes as my eyeshadow. And the mascara I'm wearing is Maybelline Lash Sensational Lash Multiplying Mascara. This one here. Okay, so that's the mascara. And I think my eyes, and then of course I've got my Avon kohl pencil. So that's the eye look. I don't know how it's coming across, but it looks really pretty to me. And this mascara is just stunning. Really, really gorgeous mascara. I'm loving this mascara at the moment. Okay guys, thank you so much everyone for being here. Have a super week and I'll see you soon. Love from Yorkshire. Bye.